Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Hey guys, again we will take a look at the euro currency since situation is changing here, and something moments to discuss in a daily video. So as you can see, dollar right now stands at March, so it's really a supportive period of time for United States dollar. Recently, the Donald Trump announced tax reform, just a significant contraction of the taxes for the citizens of the United States. So that has led to significant changes on different markets. On the treasury bonds, yield has risen significantly. So that was very significant action for the yields of the bonds, of the United States bonds. This usually makes the supportive impact on the United States dollar. Also, if you'll take a look at the chart of the dollar index, you can see that dollar index also showing significant action to the north, and that correspondingly makes the pressure on other dollar-related currencies, and the euro currency is not an exception. So if we'll take a look at the daily chart, you can see that's the idea that we have discussed yesterday. It's now is confirming again. So euro stands at significant pressure because take a look, market third session in a row stands below the oversold line. That is, as I said, it's not typical for financial markets at all. So bond market, currency markets do not like to stand in a overbought condition for a considerable period of time. This is mostly common to commodities. So the gold market and other commodities could be in overbought, oversold area for a long time, but for the financial markets, it's not typical. That's why when you see such kind of action, you could make the simple conclusion that this probably means something, and that indicates just how euro currency week is right now. So despite an oversold market is moving and moving lower, that led us to change our medium-term perspective, because initially last week we have started with this pattern. Said that is minor hand shoulders, but situation stands so that this minor hand shoulders almost has completed its target, and its target will be somewhere around 116.30 lows. It's very close. Euro currency right now has no real supports between these lows and current market, so all few levels have been broken. Next target, extension target, stands right around these lows. Its only support stands at monthly pivot support 1, 1690. So it'll be here. And it's also very close to previous bottom. That overall situation lets us to shift our attention from these minor head and shoulders to these larger head and shoulders. So you can see this could become left shoulder, head. This market right now stands in the completion part of the head. After that, following this logic and harmony of this pattern, some retracement should happen, probably to 119 area, somewhere in this area. And the result condition here is very suitable for that. So market should show some response, some relief here. And after that, we should be ready for some kind of the larger A, B, C, top, D pattern, maybe somewhere to 115 area. This will calculate a bit later. But right now, we're interested in what is going on intraday charts and how market is moving to this next destination point. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see the targets of these head and shoulders, minor head and shoulders that we are trading. Right now, that was our first point that we're watching for, right? So we said this probably should be some reaction, but this was very small. Yesterday we said that as no reaction actually is happening, and we have some other targets below it, it's probably another leg down should follow. Right now it has happened. And you can see that market, by this drop, has completed 1618 extension of this butterfly. So that's another point for intraday minor retracement here. So it's probably could follow. But most important on the 4-hour time frame chart, the next destination point. So based on the same A, B, C top, we have 1618 extension, precisely at 116.15 area. And if you will apply the classical target estimation for the head and shoulders, just to measure the distance between the top of the head to the neckline, then count it from the point of the breakout, you will see that's almost the same distance. So next destination on the daily chart and the major pattern that we're watching for is this ABCD, and should be completed around 1615 area. Hardly this probably will happen within the 2 sessions, because currently it's very probable that some retracement could happen during today's session. Maybe on the next week market will reach it. So on the intraday charts, what we have on the hourly chart. On the hourly chart, beyond of this butterfly, we have our ABCD pattern that we have discussed yesterday, and you can see our setup has worked perfectly. So we said that, well, since the 1618 target stands slightly below these lows, it means that here should be probably butterfly should be formed rather than godless triple to buy. That was on the moment when we just have started our discussion. Indeed, on the yesterday's session, you can see that Euro has completed this target and has completed this butterfly, this reversal pattern, guys, has been formed. So what we have right now, around 1730, we have ABCD 1618 target that is finalized by this butterfly, and we have large 1618 butterfly target. So chances on the pullback here exist. So it's probably could happen. Now, already as here, you can see market has formed already godless triple to buy pattern. So first initial action, ABCD retracement inside of it. This godless triple to buy. But compared to yesterday's scenario, the appearing of the triple to buy is more probable, and its chances to succeed for this pattern is better. Why? Because all targets already has been met. So market doesn't have any targets relatively close to this pattern that could press on it and force it to shift to the butterfly as it was yesterday, right? So that's why that pattern could indicate the starting of the possible reaction on the target cluster that we have right now. So it's difficult to say how significant this reaction will be, but better to focus on just minor retracement. Just 48 bounce on this most pressing action, somewhere to the 118.25 area, something of that sort, maybe even smaller. Hardest will be something really significant, some kind of the ABCD maybe. Just use minor target if you are searching chance to go long here and trying to trade on the intraday charts. For others who are trading short on the daily chart, scenario is the same. We just need to pull back for taking the short position if we will be in time before market will reach 116.15. If not, in this case, we will be watching for major bounce here to try and take position on top of the right shoulder and possess ourselves with a larger ABCD pattern on the daily chart. But right now, guys, as you can see, some bullish reaction, some response to targets that have been met here is possible today. The market already has completed this, has formed this godless triple to buy.